Yo, what's up everybody? How's it going? Today we're playing Venomancer. We're going into the mid lane. This was random draft. Playing Venomancer because they have Zeus. And I'm like, who's gonna do well against that? Well, Venomancer actually I think will do really well. Zeus excels kind of when he can just nuke you and you don't really have much you can do in return, right? But like Venomancer, you just spam wards. He can't nuke the wards and he can't fight the wards because he's got like 12 attack range and 7 damage, right? He's not gonna be able to do that. Which actually, now that I think about it, is a little bit weird that like Zeus, the god of thunder, Thor, you know, like that guy is really bad at actually just right-clicking things. Isn't that kind of a little bit odd? Like, I mean, I don't know, I guess. It's kind of an interesting interpretation, I suppose. Anyhow. Playing the Venomancer, going into the mid lane here. We'll see what we can do. We've got ourselves a magic wand right away. You know, it is going up against the Zeus. You want to make sure you have that. Alright, that's just how it is. You want to make sure you have the magic wand. You want to make sure that you can already immediately benefit from his spamming. And the thing is that Venomancer actually does about the same amount of damage as Zeus does, which is 7. Right, like they both do pathetic amounts of damage. He actually hits much harder than me, funnily enough. But that's okay. Because, don't attack me. Rude. But that's okay, because we're really gonna be all about making use of the wards. Right? Don't really care too much about how much attack damage we do or he does or any of that. We'll be spamming some wards and we'll be having a good time with that. Anyway. Alright, now admittedly level 1 wards are not gonna be able to really push us to victory right there. Zeus's damage is actually pretty decent. Yeah, actually, like, I guess they must have buffed that or something. I always thought it was really, really bad. But he's just not a good right-clicker. Like, that's just not something he excels at. And, he will just always suck at that. Alright, that's just kind of part of the hero. Anyway, in case I'm a little bit sleepy, or seem a little bit sleepy, that's because I am a little bit sleepy. Stayed up really long last night just trying to finish some Kickstarter stuff. We have this really awesome cinematic trailer now. Like we have a voiceover for it, we have music for it, although not custom made music, but whatever. We've got this like really cool, awesome animation for it. Like I'm really, really happy with it. Gotta do some sound effect work. Like, that's what's still missing. But apart from that, it's just good to go. And, yeah, that's exciting, I think. We're gonna go ahead and get ourselves a Hood of Defiance. Yeah, just kind of, like, make sure that he doesn't get to do what he wants to do. But, stayed up really long for that. Yeah, sometimes you just gotta make sure that everything is perfect. And you also gotta offer Jeremy moral support. Because so Jeremy is like, you know, the artist behind all of it. And I have definitely been putting Jeremy through hell. Admittedly, it will be much easier on him soon. Once we actually, you know, once the Kickstarter is live and we don't need to worry about that anymore. Ow, this does so much fucking damage, man. Oh, crap. Well, that sucks. Hey, Steve Areno. Thanks for the sub. Sound effects, you say? Maybe we should talk to Slacks. That's true, actually. I feel like Slacks could do some great sound effects. Alright, we'll just have this, like, beautiful voiceover. Beautiful animation. Great song playing. And then just Slacks making dumb noises. I really see nothing wrong with that, to be honest. Like, that sounds like exactly what we need to do. Yeah, so basically what I'm doing with these wards here, I'm setting up this like little zone where the creeps have to run into it, and then the wards immediately go and kill them. Once the wards are high enough of a level, then our creeps won't even really interact with the enemy creeps. And that works out really well for us, because that's kind of what we want. Right? Like, that way we just get to constantly push. We have to, like, we apply constant pressure on their tower. And the Zeus never really gets to, like, interact with us. And that's when Zeus is at his strongest, you know? So, that's what we're trying to do here. Now, it is important to kind of keep them out of tower range. At least most of them. Because if you don't, they don't really do that much tower damage, and they will just kind of die. Which sucks a bit. But yeah. Alright. Oh, what's that? I thought there was like something behind there, but I guess not. Alright, that's good. I don't think I'll actually skill the ultimate yet. Okay. We've got a hood. Now he's not gonna have a great time just because we have become quite resistant to magic. Which works out really well for us. But yeah. There we go. And that was kind of my thinking, was playing against Zeus here. Yeah. This is just not ideal for him, this situation. So, it's pretty good for us. Cool, a double damage, we'll take it. Next up we want some mana regeneration. So, good old Aquila will probably be helpful. Also that catapult. Oh, range is the wards. How much range do these actually have? 600? Yeah. That's actually a lot. Let me get this. But yeah, just the casual Basilisk next. Now, he does get a lot of farm. Or he can get it. That's assuming he gets all of the last hits. Even though, you know, the creeps are under the tower, which can make it very difficult. But if he does get a lot of the last hits, then we kind of just trade the farm. But it seems like I'm doing better than him. So, I guess that's fine. How many patches do you think it will take before Sven has 100% cleave at level 4? I mean, they have been buffing and keep the buff train going. Oh, I don't even know. Like, would that be that scary? I mean, that would be pretty scary. Yeah. Honestly, I'm not sure. I think the patches they have been making have just been like... Man, there's just a lot to read there, right? Like, they just released a big-ass patch today. And it's just like, you know, 700 lines of patch notes. And frankly, I didn't even feel like reading all of it, so I didn't. But I don't know, does anybody here actually still read all of the patch notes? Like, do you guys actually go through every single patch notes and read a patch note and read all of it? Because like, it's happening so often, and I don't know. It's hard for me to like keep everything in mind, you know what I mean? Yeah, you do?
I read all the patch notes.
And you actually remember that shit? I don't know. I just kind of like skip through. I usually just ignore all of the number changes. I just don't even, just take it. I just ignore all of the number changes. And I only look at like, you know, where is something interesting happening. Although that can be a bit difficult to tell. I don't know. I guess I used to read all of the patch notes as well. So I kind of get where you're coming from. But it's just, I don't know. They're happening so often now. It's kind of really tricky to keep track of everything, I find. Okay, we've got ourselves this tower. So that's good. That's real good. I'll get some boots. It's about time I get some boots, honestly. They're quite useful. And, cool, we'll take this. Zeus is back, that's fine. It's level 9. What is he saving up for? Like, he's got a lot of money, but not really anything that he's doing with it. Which means he must be saving for something, right?
With vim and venom, plague our enemies, as you say.
Okay, cool. Rip Arkimo. I'll support Arkwarden. I'm not entirely sure why we have a support Arkwarden, but we do. We do have a support Arkwarden, so that's how it goes. Dagger? But I feel like he should have it already, you know, like... Seems to me like he's saving up for something really big, because...
Support Aqua, I have 3 kills.
He's only got, boots, you know? Like, why would you save up that much money? Yo, Shadow Demon, what's up? Oh, that's a problem. Cool! That's a lot of heroes in the mid lane. That's okay, let them push. I'm just gonna set up around here. Dude, that's what I do. I just gotta set this shit up, you know? You build your little base. And that's all you do. Easy peasy.
Not yet.
Night Stalker and Dispatch is bound. They keep bashing on Night Stalker, don't they? I feel like sometimes it just becomes really obvious that they don't want a hero to be like picked anymore. Right? So they just really like Io I saw got a really, really big nerf as well. Yeah, now Relocate is a channel. And you can't move while doing it anymore, which is actually kind of huge, honestly. Okay, 90 GPM or minus 8 seconds on Minimis scale. I mean, we're clearly going with the ward build, so... I mean, like, we're definitely going the ward build. So we're gonna need a lower cooldown on this thing, that's for sure.
Well, thank you for the entertaining time. The last 14 much has happened. And even if not all is rosy, my girlfriend and I look forward to your videos every night. Almost like a ritual. Hat Dior and Stive smiley face.
Hey! Thank you, Fabian. Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
Your top tower's hurting.
Yo! Stay here. I gotta get myself some mana. I feel like this is something that I've been doing wrong here. Just the fact that I'm completely disregarding my intrinsic need for having a mana pool. Right? I feel like I should get some mana. So I'll just be doing that really quick. What do I buy? There's a lot of people up here. I kind of want to get an Aether Lance. One more cast range. Like Aether Lance, Aghanim's Blink Dagger, something like that. Oh, you got Battle Fear. Interesting.
Well, ain't this a treat?
I'll get some mana boots for now. I could upgrade this. But I don't know, I think just having, honestly, the hood is a good idea here. Yules. Yules doesn't seem like a bad item. Yules actually seems really reasonable. Yo, what's up, bro? Come here. Hey, I actually hit him. I don't know if there's gonna be enough. We've got support coming in, though. I hit him. Nice. Oh, wait. I hit him too! Okay. Cool. We got him. That actually worked out really well, surprisingly enough. Like, that turned out really, really well for us. Alright. Sick. What are they doing? Well, honestly, the Zeus, like, he just wanted to help out, right? He just happened to still be in range for the Gale, so I just, like, kind of threw a Gale at him. So that was really nice for us. I might just upgrade this right now. Like, honestly, they have a lot of magic. And having a pipe on our team is just a good idea. And since I already got a hood, why not? Right? Let's just upgrade that really quick. Make sure everybody's got the magic protection. We even got a Rubik, you know, null field, let's go. Big smoke, everybody's unhealthy. That's what we like it. Yeah? We're not in favor of making sure that we're in good health. We don't give a shit about that. We're gonna smoke it up and enjoy it. What do we do about this fella? Come here, man! No! Cool. I mean, that was going in a bit deep, but it definitely worked. Let me tell you my story of getting new RAM. Because I went through a journey last night. So, you guys know one of my RAM sticks in my computer broke. Right? And that's just kind of annoying. Come on, man. Right? So I reached out to Corsair and they were like, oh yeah, we can replace that. We can even do something that's called an advanced warranty. Or an advanced replacement. Where basically they'll give me the replacement parts first. And then I send them the broken parts. Cool. Sounds perfect, right? Then there were some delays with that. Because you need to give them your credit card information. So that they can basically, they'll take out $175. And then if you send the parts back properly, then they'll just send you, then they'll just refund that money. That seems reasonable to me. I don't know, it seems a bit American because like where I'm from, usually you would take the information, but you wouldn't take the payment. You would only take the payment after a deadline hasn't been met. At least from what I'm used to. But I don't know. Like, sure, whatever. Like, that seems minor enough to me, so cool. So, but there have been some delays on my side. Which is a bit irritating because I had some security issues with my credit card, but that has since been removed. Hey, Quaylon! Thank you so much for the 15 months, man. But that has since been resolved and it's all good now. So, last night I go and I try to make this happen. I go into my ticket on their support website and then it tells me, okay, you need to enter in your credit card information, make a payment, and then everything is going to be on its way. So I go on the website, I enter in my credit card information, and after I am done filling everything out, the thing closes itself, logs me out, and goes back to the like kind of starting screen. And I'm like, wait, okay. So I go and check my ticket, and nothing updated, nothing changed. It's still telling me I need to enter in my credit card information. So at this point, I'm just assuming, alright, I guess I entered something wrong, or something went wrong. I don't really know what went wrong there, but something went wrong. So whatever, I'll just try again. So I go in there, and I try again. I fill everything out again, right? Same thing happens. It logs me out. It didn't work. It didn't update on the website, and I'm just like, okay, well, this is kind of weird. So at this stage, I'm getting a bit annoyed. But I'm like, you know what? Maybe I made the same mistake twice, and I'll just try one more time. If it doesn't work, then I will just call them, right? So I try it again, and the same thing happens. It still didn't work. So I call the support. This lady on the support like that I'm talking to, she's like, okay, you know what? What we're gonna do right now is we're gonna fill this out together, and like go through the steps together, so we make sure that you did everything properly. And I'm pretty sure I did everything properly, but that makes sense to me, so I'm like, cool, let's do that. So we do that, and I did everything properly, and the thing logs me out again. And it just, I'm like, okay, well, I mean, at this point, it's clearly not working. So at this point, she's like, okay, let's do it again. Kind of like not believing I did it properly. And I'm like, okay, I'm sorry. This is the 4th time I've done this. I did it properly. All right, like, this is just going to keep happening. You gotta have to do something else. So she's like, okay, you know what? That's fine. I'm going to go see what's going on. So she disappears for a little while, and then she comes back. And here's the thing. Turns out, every single one of my, like, payments went through. All 4 of them. It just didn't update on the website, but it did take the money out of my account. So they just casually took $700, which is how much that total was, right? $700 out of my account, while not updating the ticket. Meaning if I hadn't called them, not only would they have taken $700 out of my account without me knowing because the website didn't tell me, but I also wouldn't have gotten my RAM because the ticket didn't recognize that I actually paid them. And I'm just like, what? How does that even happen? I really feel like that should not even be a remote possibility of that happening. Because we're talking about a lot of money here, right? We're not talking about pocket change. That's $700. Right? So, she's like, oh, yes, we're very sorry. And now they're gonna refund me all of the money. Except for the original 175 that, you know, was for the advanced warranty thing. They'll refund me all the money and they'll send me my new RAM. So that should be coming soon. But that's just like, wow. You know, imagine I was somebody else. Imagine a world in which I hadn't decided to then go and call them. Because frankly, me calling them is actually kind of a weird thing for me to do. Because they're in fucking California. Right? I called them in California from here, from Germany. Right? I called them what was the middle of the night for me. Right? Because they don't have any other support center. Right? There's gonna be some people that just won't be able to do that. And what the fuck? You know, like, imagine if I had decided, oh, it didn't work today, I'll just try it tomorrow. Then it worked. And the only time I would have noticed that they actually took that much money out of my account would be after I got my bill for my credit card. Right? Like, what the fuck? It's just, that is not okay. Ow, I'm very dead. Maybe I killed that guy? No, the shrine is gonna keep him safe. Got pretty close. Without the shrine, he would have been dead. Oh, well, that's fine. But, like, that's just... Man, how does that even happen? I really feel like that's just going... That's just going a little bit far in terms of, like, things that should be possible on your website. But, man, that's crazy. So, if you ever want to use the Corsair support, be careful with those fuckers. Because they may just take $700 out of your account without you knowing. And now, I want to go ahead and say that I don't believe that they intentionally tried to scam me. That's ridiculous, right? Like, that's always the thing with a company like Corsair, which is like a big, reputable, you know, manufacturer of computer parts. They don't give a shit about $700, right? Like, they won't risk their reputation on scamming me out of $700. That's just not gonna happen. But you still gotta be careful with that shit, right? And I gotta say, I'm not very impressed with their support on this. So, that was fun. So be careful of Corsair support is what I'm saying. It's like, I really don't think that should be even be able to. That's absurd, isn't it? Alright. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to leave a rating on the video. We'll definitely appreciate that. Very soon we'll be able to go back to nice, fresh, crispy 1080p. Like, I want to get myself that awesome, good-looking stream again. But, yeah. RAM is on its way. It shouldn't take that long, honestly. Alright, like, last time I ordered the RAM, it took, like, a day to get here. So, you know. Although, at this stage, I gotta say, I wouldn't even be surprised if, like, something else goes wrong and it just isn't gonna be processed properly or something. I'm not gonna get my RAM anyway. Like, I really would not be surprised. And I feel like if your support is, like, get somebody, you know, because, like, I'm a customer, right? Like, if your support gets a customer to the stage, where they're just like, oh, I wouldn't be surprised if they, like, you know, fuck something up again. You really gotta work on that shit. Have you ever considered getting a streaming PC on the side of your gaming PC? I don't think I need it. Like, I don't play a lot of video games when I'm not streaming. All of the video games I play will literally work on a potato. So I don't really have much of a gaming PC. No, but I get what you're saying, you know, like, basically, like, use one PC just as a gameplay device and the other one link it via a capture card and then just use that for streaming. But I don't really want to do that because it's expensive and I don't need this. I don't want to spend money on a second computer. I don't really need it either. Like, it's something that I haven't found a need for. Like, my RAM isn't supposed to be broken, right? And I don't need to go buy an entirely new PC just, you know, in case the RAM is broken. So, yeah. Anyway, so we've got ourselves an Aghanims. I think we get a Blink Dagger, right?
Quick as venom.
Just kind of chilling here, honestly.
With vim and venom.
Yo, what's up, bitch? Oh, crap. Oh, I see what's up. Oh, I see what's up.
My venom flows.
Okay, we got... Yeah, that scared him away. But... It did also... Yeah, I also used my ultimate for it, which isn't, like, the greatest, but that's okay.
My loyal ward. Toxic attack.
The thing about streaming, it doesn't actually, like, require that much computing power. Like, the computer that I have is honestly quite overpowered for what I use it for, in terms of streaming. The only thing streaming needs a lot of is RAM, funnily enough. So, the fact that specifically my RAM broke...
Might be an oversight in checking for a processed payment queue so that your ticket status gets updated.
Yeah,
Heck,
probably something like
you
that.
might find out they made an error somewhere else and somehow send you 4 sticks of RAM instead of 1.
Now here's the question. If they do that, what do we do? Nah, we send that shit back. Okay, you wanna know a story? Okay. There was a period of time where I was sponsored by
Your bottom tower's in a tight spot.
Acer. Now, there wasn't really, like, the reason why you don't really know about this, even though that sponsorship lasted a year, is because they never really wanted me to do anything. It was weird, right? Like, they started the sponsorship, and then it just ran out. And I don't know, I imagine they just completely forgot about it or something like that, but I still got, like, 10 grand, so I'm fine. Right? Like, but point being that they also sent me my old laptop, that, you know, kind of shitty one that I told you about. I mean, again, it's a good laptop, it's just really heavy, and that didn't really work for me. So, but I had asked for that, right? Like, because they asked me, like, what kind of hardware would you like to get from us? And I specifically requested a laptop. So they sent me a laptop. And then we go, so what I also tell them is, hey, I'm gonna be going to the international for 2 weeks. So if you could send me the laptop ahead of that, that would be great. So they're like, okay, cool, we can do that. They send me the laptop. We come home, and everything. Oh, nice dodge, by the way. And everything is fine, right? We got that. Oh, we got some damage in, I guess. This guy might be dead. No, he's gonna be fine. I might get him. Damn! That's where we need. That's where we need a Zeus ultimate. Okay, let me go ahead and. Sorry, that was the middle of the fight. It's kind of tricky for me to like really probably tell a story during that. So we come back home, and there's this giant box in front of my door, and it's clearly been there for a while, right? Like it wasn't like it was there just briefly. It was there for a while. You could tell, right? Because there was like a little bit of dust on it and shit. So we're like, what is this? So we bring it inside. I open it up because I really had no idea what it was because I hadn't ordered anything, right? Just hadn't. I didn't know what this could be. So I open it up, and in there is a prototype 5,000 euro laptop from Acer. And I see the laptop and I'm like, huh? Did they send me a second one? I look up what kind of laptop it is, right? And I'm like, oh my god, what the fuck? So I call him up, and I'm like, did you accidentally send me this? Like, what's going on? Do you want it back? Do I get to keep this? I don't know, right? And they are like, oh yeah, oh shit, oh yeah, we would really like that one back. And I'm like, okay, I'll send them back to you. Alright, and I did, because I'm a nice guy. I sent the laptop back. Now, at this point, here is the thing about that situation, right? I could have very easily kept that laptop. Let me just lay out how easily I could have framed that as just the laptop got stolen. Because I told them ahead of time I was leaving for 2 weeks. And I was not gonna be at home. The laptop wasn't hidden in any way. They just put the box in front of the fucking apartment door. Right? They just put it right in front of the apartment door. So, I could have very easily just gone and said, holy crap, why are we losing? I very, very easily could have just gone and said, hey, you know, or like, I could have just like kept the laptop, never said anything. And when they contact me, I'm just like, okay, so did you send this to me when? Is there any chance they put that in front of the door and somebody just took it because it's been there for like 2 weeks without anybody taking it? Or, you know? And what was in there? Oh, a $5,000 laptop. Huh, I wonder why somebody took that while it was laying in front of my house door for 2 weeks. Right? Like, I could have just done that. But I didn't, because I'm a good guy. I'm nice. But it's just like, come on, guys. Come on. That was the world's easiest $5,000 laptop steal. Like, seriously. But yeah, I don't want to do that. Like, honestly, if I did that, I would just feel really bad about myself, because that's kind of shitty. I mean, that's like, you don't want to go and steal a fucking laptop now, do you? I can't believe that we're just fucking losing now. How did that happen? We were doing fine. We're still ahead on kills. I mean, they're like massively ahead now.
As if I wasn't slippery enough already. Venom pays. Attack.
How much was shipping it back for you? Because that beast must have been super heavy. Oh yeah, that was like a 10 kilogram box. That thing was heavy as shit. It was absurd. Like, honestly, I have no idea why that, like, how is that even a laptop? Like, you cannot carry this. This is ridiculous.
And a Luna.
Right?
Well wadded.
absolutely ridiculous. But yeah. Alright, let's do that. They push really well. Yeah, they do push really well. It's kind of a problem.
A touch of venom. Vile advance.
Man. Yeah, I mean, it's just super far ahead now.
It's just you lose one fight against them, they take our barracks.
Or two. It's okay, we can do this. We need a little bit in levels.
And venom. Watch this spot.
There we go. Like seriously, having max level Venom ultimate is just... I'm gonna jump in.
Agitation. Impaled. The sweet toxicity.
I think Zeus might be dead.
I'm not ready.
Okay, well we won that fight. We didn't really need the slog to buy back. But we won the fight. Let's go. But yeah, that was a little bit really surreal. You know, just like...
Yeah,
Oh.
I thought the fight was still going on.
The difficult thing about having that laptop though, like if I had kept it, you know, what the fuck do you do with it? Like, you know, as I mentioned before, like, it's kind of unusable as a laptop. I mean, you can't sell it. Like, they'll notice. I guess the smart thing would have been to keep it for like a year or two. And then sell it when it's like being properly sold. And it's, you know, not this like unbelievably stupidly expensive kind of like semi-prototype piece of hardware. If I said, by the way, I know I said earlier it's a prototype. It wasn't really a prototype. It was more like not early development, late development, I guess. Like, basically on the website is something, hey, this is something that's coming soon. We're still working on it. Like, that was kind of the thing. Sell it on the black market. Trade it for a kidney. Smart thinking. I like it. I can implant myself with an additional kidney. Actually, I would need a gal. I don't have a gal. I'm not even joking. I don't have a gal. Turns out you don't need it. I had like a gallstone one time, pretty big one. So they like had to do surgery and get it out, and then they got out the gal while they had it.
Your mid tower's coming apart.
Turns out you don't need it. Turns out it's just not something that your body needs. Which is interesting.
Yes.
What do I buy here?
Yes, my
I kind of want to get like a blade mail.
Radiant put all down quick and
Because like I'm going to jump in and ultimate and then they're going to kill me. And if I'm going to do that, I might as well get a blade mail.
watch this spot.
Alright.
My enemies are well rewarded. Impaled.
Laptops of that size are usually aimed for people that tend to move around frequently. It's usually a desktop replacement kind of deal, without
Yeah.
the need of a separate monitor and, if you go that way, peripherals. Not my kind of thing, but I get the appeal.
Yeah, no, I get that. I get that. But even there, I just... You know, you can get a computer for just much cheaper than those kind of laptops. I don't know. It just seems like a bit weird, but... I see what you mean. Like, I definitely see the target audience. It just seems like a very niche target audience. But I guess there's nothing wrong with that, you know? Oh, nice hook. I'm still trying to get to level 20. You know, get me the 7 additional seconds of this. That would be pretty significant.
As you say.
Okay. Oh shit. Wouldn't have mattered anyway. She was just about to perch it off.
Quick as venom.
Well, this is just kind of dumb. I can jump them again.
With Vim.
Got blade mail now, so they won't like that. Okay, well, Zeus is dead. I would add TP'd home. Ultimate, ultimate, ultimate. How's the Zeus still alive?
Hope you weren't partial to your bottom tower.
The Aquan support is actually carrying us. Oh, he has the Yules. He purged off my other poison. Okay, okay, we're still alive. Somehow. On the upside, it still gets him out of the... like, it still forces him away. Alright. Yules to purged again, yeah. I mean, this is honestly, like, really rough. It's crazy. We just lost a single fight and then all of this happened. That's kind of absurd, you know? I do think that the Slug could have done, like, could have probably survived that last encounter, though.
Go for me. Plague our enemies.
Well, that's okay. What's the current best carry in the game? Still anti-mage? Well, you know, best carry is, like, really difficult to quantify. You know, you could make an argument for IO. Right? But I think a hero that's really popular and really strong right now is Phantom Lancer. Phantom Lancer is just really scary. The Nighter Axe. I was thinking about it. But I don't really think we should. Denying barracks is one of those things which really it doesn't seem like it's something you should ever do. I'm kind of having a hard time leveling up. Because my fighting strategy is jumping in, ultimating, and then dying. Which admittedly is not that wrong. Like, that's pretty close to what I think we should be doing. You know, ideally without the dying, but, I mean, I'm trying. It's just hard. Wow. Yeah, that's probably gonna be it. Technically, the hardest carries are Pudge and Legion Commander. Technically, yeah. Or Silencer. Actually, technically, the hardest carry is Silencer, right? Because eventually Silencer just one-shots everybody with pure damage, which is something that's not preventable in any way. Yeah, I guess that's gonna be it then. Well, we gave it our best shot. Sansa has a limit on int gain, does he? Should have taken GPM tower. Probably should have taken the GPM tower, to be honest. You're probably almost certainly right about that. You know, normally I probably wouldn't upload this game. But right now I'm just in a position where I do not have much time. I have a lot of work today to do today, and I won't have as much time this entire week. So, well, I hope you guys didn't mind it too much. Well, sometimes you lose, right? That's just how it goes. Once your opponents run out of int, Sansa stops gaining. I don't think that's true. I think Sansa, like, I think the int gain is completely independent from how much intelligence your opponents have. But yeah. Anyway. Yeah. Look at that. It was just we were doing fine until that one fight. Oh well. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to do a rating on the video. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Goodbye.